Our last movie for this week, though, this one's not going to be a shocker. We've got Nico's pick, the 2003 film Oldboy. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so check out Oldboy, guys. Oldboy is a film about the old boy himself. He got locked up for like 15 years for God knows what reason, and he finally is able to make it out, and he wants to find out what exactly that reason is. Along his journey, he ends up meeting a cute young hottie who he has sex with, as well as he meets the man who locked him up. This man tells him that, hey, you want to know why I locked you up? Well, you're going to have to go and hunt that reason down. Otherwise, you fucking die. And so Oldboy goes, he finds out, oh, it's because I, told everyone that this guy had sex with his sister. And now he wants me fucking dead or some bullshit. And so he goes, he fucking fights the guy. And during the big fight, the guy reveals that, hey, old boy, you had sex with your daughter. How does that feel, dude? And old boy is in hysterics. Then the guy kills himself, and old boy has his memory wiped so he can keep having sex with his daughter.
What's your haiku, Tanner, before I say what I have to say?
So here's my haiku as inspired by Oldboy. A madman's mad game. Brainwashed and pushed to the edge. Wait, he watched them fuck?
Yeah, was it a shock to you guys when you found out that it was his daughter at the end of the movie?
No, I called that way earlier in it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm glad we all came to that conclusion pretty early on.
I think I did slightly suspect it. It might have been a little bit of a surprise for me, but
this is going to be another one of those movies where I don't really have anything in particular to say unless I hear something you guys say and I tag on. I attribute this movie much akin to Parasite. It gave me the same vibes.
They are both Korean films.
They are, in fact. I thought it was Chinese at first, and then I realized the characters and the language didn't match up.
I thought it was Chinese at first until it wasn't Chinese. Anyways,
fuck you, Jackson.
I'm gonna start off the review here. This movie is fucking sick. I'm gonna be honest. This kind of gives me like a foreign No Country for Old Men kind of vibe, with it just being like one guy and somebody else fucking with him, basically. Mm-hmm. Which I think is really compelling. The cinematography in this movie is really incredible. I think the acting is really, really solid overall.
Yeah.
I think the plot's really engaging. I think the pacing of it is really good too, just with them just feeding you information slowly throughout it. I think overall this is a very solid movie.
I agree. I think it's very good. I think the reveals are very well done and the story is well written. Because I think they did this just about as well as you can, where like, as we're moving through, I keep having more and more questions where I'm like, well, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Why are they doing this? Why did this happen? And then at the end, when we get finally the last of all the reveals, it all makes sense now. I'm like, oh, I get it now. And I don't think there were very many loose ends. My only problem is that our antagonists' motivations are a bit contrived. Like, it kind of just seems to boil down to he's kind of a psychopath. And he's just doing this for shits and gigs, I guess.
Well, you know, like, in his mind, like, this guy ended up leading to the death of his sister, so...
Right, but that was his fucking fault, so, like...
True.
Dude, is it so bad to just, like, lay some pipe with your sister in the school fucking locker room or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, especially also considering I'm pretty sure it was, like, a Catholic school or something. I think that makes it way worse.
Yeah, I think you can just attribute the antagonist of this film to just being a fucking psychopath. Obviously, his motivations are pretty weak because he was just in love with his sister. This guy led to the death of his sister. And I think entrapping him in doing psychological warfare on him for 15 years and then fucking with him, making him have sex with his daughter is a little far. And I don't think any sane human being would ever do that. Clearly, this guy was like completely obsessed with his sister and maybe like got a fucking screw loose because of that.
I mean, maybe speak for yourself here, Jackson. If I had infinite resources and time, I would absolutely do this kind of thing to like fuck with someone who wronged me in some sort of way.
So I'm gonna go with my gut intuition here and just go with my original assumption. The end of the movie was just him being hypnotized to be in a relationship with his daughter for the rest of his life but not know it.
Yeah.
It was just separating him from his personality that knew who the person was.
Yeah.
It wasn't because he wanted to keep fucking his daughter. He just wanted to forget that happened.
But also,
I don't know if we can say that confidently.
Yeah, because if he forgets that
he
it's his
seemed
daughter...
very disgusted with the fact that he did that. I think he just wants to forget that happened.
That's fair, but if it's reverting him back to his prior self, doesn't that also mean that... Because it was his old self that fell in love with this woman, is the problem.
But also, I think that in his mind, it's the better of two evils.
I mean, true, but that's also not going to prevent it from
Not
happening
true,
again.
actually. False, in fact.
And that's why he said in his mind.
Yeah.
It's the character.
One point I was gonna make with the villain's motivations is like, this might be a cultural thing. Maybe like, you know, gossip is like a massive social faux pas in Korea to an extent that it isn't here. So maybe it makes more sense in their culture that him like saying, "Hey, I saw so and so fucking his sister," would be a bigger deal to a Korean audience.
That's what
maybe.
That's what I would
don't
assume.
know.
I get that kind of cultural vibes.
Dude, I've watched a ton of anime. I assume they all did that kind of shit, though.
Okay.
Fucked their sisters?
Yeah.
Huh. The only other negative is like, and I'm very much on the fence on this one. This one might be a tiny bit too much of a slow burn for me. It might just.
It was a little slow.
It's ever. This is a real nitpick. It's ever so slight that it might move a bit too slow for me, but not like to any great extent.
But Tanner, in between those slow moments, we also have the high-octane action. How have we not talked about the hallway scene yet, guys?
So here's how I was. I heard of this movie before because I watched fucking Corridor Crew do like a stuntman breakdown of this scene. So the only context I had going into this movie was this fucking fight scene. And then it turns out to be about a man fucking his own daughter. What the fuck, guys? Why? You can't. That's like if I, went up to my grandma and was like, "Hey, you should watch John Wick. It has a really cute puppy in it."
It does.
Yeah, the scene is definitely super famous. I've seen it like referenced in a ton of other things, which made me want to be like, oh, I should really check out this movie. Like I think in that the game Sifu, I think that there's like a level that just pulls directly from this, where you just have to fight a bunch of dudes in a hallway in the exact sort of manner here. So it's iconic for a reason. I gotta say, it was really fucking cool.
This scene has never been alluded to towards me in any way, so this is the first time I'm ever hearing or seeing about it.
Bummer.
It was pretty fine,
What?
I watch a lot of action movies, and so like the thing that kind of hampers that scene a bit for me is that like they commit to realism so much that it's not very actiony.
Yeah, it makes it feel much more grounded and real.
Which I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't think that the hallway scene was anything special or crazy. It was just kind of there.
We got two wolves inside of the Guapish podcast. One that likes over-the-top bombastic action, and one that likes something
It wasn't
that's more
even
grounded.
over-the-top bombastic action.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you guys didn't fucking like it.
I thought I was on the negative end here. Sorry.
No. I like the groundedness of this movie in general. Like, I like everything, all the shit that happened in this movie seems like it could actually happen, which I can appreciate.
Except the hypnotism.
Well,
I mean,
actually, I don't know.
And also kidnapping a guy for 15 years.
I mean, this is Korea, bro. We don't know how it goes.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's just how it is over there.
Yeah, they're like a third world country or something, I hear.
They were doing a lot of murdering over there. I assume the rich guy probably has some ties to some people that would let him do that. Fun fact about Korea is straight up just like, there's like the big three families basically that own everything, and they're like basically the government, because they're like just the entirety of the GDP of the country, so like anything they want, they can just kind of get, and they're like super all-powerful. It's like, Korea's kind of like a fucking like ultra-capitalist society, and people don't talk about it that much. Anyways, it's a fun time.
Alrighty, boys. If you don't have anything else to say about Oldboy, Dylan, how about you kick off the ratings for
No,
this
I'm not
one?
doing it. Somebody else gets to kick it off
go
this
for
time.
it.
No,
Why not? What's so wrong with it?
because I want to hear.
I'm so scared of you.
I'm trying to formulate which two of the ranks I'm trying to go between, so I want
I want
everybody
to
else
hear
to go
everyone
while I
else's
think about
rank.
it.
That way I'll be able to just copy what they think.
See, you say that, but I actually haven't done that in a long time, so fuck you. Pick somebody
In a
else.
long time.
I'm actually so scared of you ranking this movie lower than Eternals. It is
Just
actually like
somebody else go.
He wants to rank it lower than Eternals, Jackson. Someone else needs to go before he can do it.
Yeah, this is the best movie we watched this week. I'm giving it an A.
Whoa, Jackson, how about you, dude?
I also gave it an A.
Whoa, Dylan, how about you, dude?
God, I don't. I think I'll go with the lower of my two and say A+.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, fuck you, Nico.
You were actually thinking something like a B- initially. You
Oh yeah,
know
sure
it.
it was, buddy. You tell everybody what I'm thinking. See how far that gets you.
Let's see the receipts, buddy. You have it written down, don't you?
Oh no, it's not gonna.
Holy shit, he fucking got us, guys. Wait, you have Jimmy Neutron at B- right there.
I sure do.
I'm stupid and forgot what movie we're talking about. Nico, what'd you rank this one?
I gave this movie an A.
Whoa!
Crazy.
Hey, guys, this is going to shock you. It's going to blow your fucking brains. It landed at an A
Like
overall.
the guy did it in the elevator at the end of the movie.
True. Yeah, I think this movie's sick. Honestly, I feel like I'll probably re-rank it higher when we do our re-rankings. There's a lot of shuffling I need to do with my ranks, as I'm sure all of us do, and this probably is going to go up higher a rank.
Oh yeah.